and what is going on, everybody? It's Steven here and welcome to a quick update video on the Landvo Galaxy S6 clone, which you can see right over here. So I've got here the black version and here the white version. I've got now the white version from geekbuying.com, very trusted seller. You can find a link down below in the description. They also advertise at China devices, so definitely legit. And if you want to, you can feel free to check it out. So well, the topic today, clones. Now, so far, I think you know my opinion on clones, so actually I don't like them. But here we have clones without the Samsung logo. So they have the same design, different hardware, come with the Landvo #1 logo, whatever. So let me tell you a story about all that. Now, you will find one-to-one clones on AliExpress or DHgate, but please don't trust those sellers. So they sell you exactly the same device you can see here, with the Samsung branding for about 180 bucks. Then sometimes they say it's an octa-core, but honestly there is only a small number of devices with octa-core and dual SIM, so it's mainly sold in China. But well, what you then get if you receive the product, if it's not seized by the customs, you will get a spoofed quad-core. And this is really a pain in the ass, because the Landvo S6 or the #1, they retail for something like 100 bucks on some trusted websites. So AliExpress is something like eBay, so it's a platform. There are a lot of sellers and they can do whatever they want. So AliExpress says, yeah, we are banning sellers which are selling something with the logo. But actually they don't give a shit. So if they just take down one store, another store pops up just like mushrooms. But well, why am I doing this video today? Because I already reviewed the black version. Yeah, I've got now a white version which I want to show you, and I want to talk about something else. So we had a discussion on ChinaDevices.com about those clones. And somebody reported from Austria, from my country, that he ordered a one-to-one clone from AliExpress. And well, it's now stuck at customs, and they now ask Samsung if they should destroy it or not. So this is really a pain in the ass if that happens. So far it didn't happen to me, it didn't happen to a lot of people. So you see MyG&J, he reviews clone every week, but well, that's America. And in Europe it looks kind of different, but so far I never had problems with Samsung phones. But it seems that customs gets more strict these days. So you should probably have a look if you really want a clone, which I wouldn't suggest, which comes with a non-branded version like the Landvo or #1. And basically those devices, they're also the same quality, just like the ones with Samsung logo. That's just a different logo on them. So they have one OEM factory or a couple of those factories. And I also asked, so I could make an ITX phone. So you just go there, you pay something like 70 bucks for that, you resell it here in Europe for 150, you just print ITX phone on there, and there you go, you're the king. You just need to have some money for them. And that's basically what the companies are doing. So #1, same quality like the Landvo, there's absolutely no difference in my opinion. And probably also from the same factory. But that's just something I want to tell you, and you really have to decide for yourself, do you want something, yeah, which measures your cock like a Samsung clone, or do you want to have something which has actually decent build quality like the keyboard here? But honestly, if you want to go for a Samsung clone, please have a look at a non-branded version. You won't have any problems with customs, and you can buy them from legit shops and not from some, yeah, scam sites like some AliExpress sellers. I don't say that there are only scammers on AliExpress, but you have to be careful, because there are sellers with no feedback, and yeah, they just have like the fifth store or something like that. It gets closed and they reopen it. Trust me, I had a lot of bad experience, but also some good experience. So just be careful, guys. That's my message. Now today we're going to check out the Landvo S6. Sorry that I'm talking so much, but I really want that you understand why I'm doing this video. So today we're going to check out the white Landvo S6 from Geek Buying, trusted shop, link down below in the description. And today I want to quickly compare it a little bit to my Galaxy S6 and tell you my opinion on that phone, so you know what you can expect when you buy such a clone. Because a lot of people want to buy it because, I mean, it looks nice, it's cheap, €100 or $100, so it depends. And you can use also cases from the Galaxy S6 which you can get in your local electronics store, so no need to order some keyboard, whatever, flip cover, something like that, which takes a month to ship out. But well, with a clone you're not always on the good side, because usually they have some very cheap hardware, bad battery lifetime, but today we're going to check all that out if that is really true. So don't forget to check out geekbuying.com, and now let's get started and let's have a look at the Landvo S6 in white. So guys, before we have a closer look at the smartphone, let's check out the accessories. Now Geek Buying includes the usual stuff. We have here a user manual. It's not a Samsung manual. Then here we have a screen protector, microfiber cloth. It comes with the charger, so this is definitely a Landvo charger. It comes with the charging cable, and that's basically it. If you want to, you can also use real cases, so they fit without a problem on the clone. But well, so far let's talk a little bit about the charging accessories. Now the Landvo charger is not the worst one I've seen, so usually those which look like real chargers, they are real shit. But well, that one here is actually quite decent. I have here a power meter, then here I have an USB ammeter, so this is actually quite good to check out the power coming out of the charger, and we can measure with that how much it is draining out of the power socket, and yeah, to calculate the efficiency or just have a quick look at it. So well, let's turn it on, and what do we actually want to do with that? So I just want to show you that you don't have quick charging. It's a 5-watt charger. I mean, quick charging is one of the best features. I just plug it in and after 40 minutes it's almost full, and that's very good on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. But those devices, they have usually very bad optimized charging circuit. It's just on 5 volts, and honestly, well, it takes a lot of time to charge and the battery is draining fast, so not the best combination. But let's switch that on and let's have a quick look at all that. So there we go, switch on. And what you can see is that it is draining and now it's actually draining 4 watts out of the power socket. And that means we have less here because the charger is actually wasting some power. So 5 watts out of the power socket, and we get here an output of about 3.7 watts. So yeah, it now depends. You see the phone is charging, so this is definitely the Landvo and also the Landvo charger. And yeah, we have 5 volts, and the current is only maximum 650 milliamps, so 0.65 amps. And actually it should be able to output 1 amp. Now, yeah, could be possible when it's totally empty, so it takes a little bit more power. But you see, you don't go close to an amp or over 1 amp, and that means it takes really a lot of more time to charge the whole phone. And that's something I want to tell you. Also, if you buy a quick charger from the real one and you use it here on the Landvo, it's not working at all because the charging circuit is not optimized for that. And it will then just charge with 5 volts and don't use the 7, 9 or 12 volts which is actually coming out of the Samsung charger. So that won't work, and this is a question which I get very often. Can I buy a quick charger and charge my phone a little bit faster? Yes, if it's outputting a little bit more and the charging circuit can do it, otherwise no. And yeah, on the Landvo you just have a slow charging rate with 650 milliamps, as you can see, at 5 volts. Okay, so that's regarding the charging accessories and everything. I mean, everything comes in a nice box without Samsung logos, which is good for the customs because they don't see it. They have even opened up that package, so DHL did it actually. And I sent them the invoice from Geek Buying, and boom, they just said it's okay because no Samsung logo on there. And that's always something I want to tell people. Don't support that gay piracy and just buy something with the Samsung logo. Buy something with the Landvo if you really want to get such a clone, which yeah, isn't the best thing in my opinion. But let's get now started and let's have a look at the smartphone, and let's also quickly compare it here to my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Okay, something interesting I just found out, and I definitely want to show you that. Now you see I've connected the real one to the same charger, same setup. It's draining 8 watts out of the power socket. It's outputting almost 6 watts. So the charging circuit on that phone has to be real crap, so it's only accepting around 0.65 amps. And honestly, 1 amp charger, if it's okay, it's better because, well, bigger charger and lower consumption is always good, but honestly the charging circuit on this phone could be 10 times better and it would charge way faster if it would be optimized. But honestly it's just accepting 0.65 amps, and that's really disappointing because my real S6 is now draining 1.1 amps out of that 1 amp charger, and that's really good. So the charger is not bad, but the charging circuit in the phone. So you see, also a better charger, bigger charger won't improve the charging time on such a clone. So yeah, that's regarding a bigger charger. Can I charge it faster? Absolutely not. Now here's the Landvo S6, and here comes my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. And well, looking very similar. Unfortunately I don't have a real S6 here because this would be better. But let's compare it quickly to the S6 Edge, and there we go. Now here at the top, in the middle, you can see the speaker, and it's a little bit smaller on the Landvo. Speaker quality not too good. Front-facing camera, actually it's quite okay, even though the lens here looks very small. But honestly, front-facing camera doesn't look bad at all. Here we have the sensors like light and proximity sensor, so very small. Here it's a little bit bigger. And funny thing is that, yeah, we somehow trigger the Hall sensor if I put my phone like this on the Landvo. Okay, now it's not working, but I just confirmed that this phone comes with a Hall sensor, and also those flip covers, you know, if you just close it and it shuts off the display, it's working on the Landvo too, so that's quite interesting. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the display. It's 2K versus 720p, but honestly it does not look so bad, and also the viewing angles, yeah, sorry it's mirroring here, but it really doesn't look too bad. Now on the real one you have a 2K screen, I mean very expensive, and the Edge is really useless. I never used that, but it just looks great. Now here at the bottom we have the home button, and we have here a mechanical home button on both. But on the real one you also have the fingerprint function, which you don't have on the Landvo, so it's just a fake fingerprint. And also on the backlight on the buttons, which you cannot see right now, looks a little bit better on the real one. Okay, then let's have a look at the back side, and there we go. So here you can see we have the rear camera, and I really have to say, Landvo, you did a pretty good job on the rear camera. For a $100 device, it's looking very good. I had a lot of $100 or sub $100 phones, and the camera was usually shit, but here on the Landvo, it's quite decent. Now the heart rate monitor puts out similar values, but honestly I don't trust that. And here we have the LED flash, and it's really weak, so for photos at night it's, yeah, unusable. Landvo logo versus Samsung logo, and here at the bottom, so the same CE crap, so that's pretty good that the CE certification is here really big, so that's actually how it should be. Then if you have a look at the frame, you will see a difference, because the Landvo, it's a dual SIM phone. We have 2 SIM card slots, as you can see, that's pretty good, but the power button should be placed at the same spot actually. Then here at the bottom you can see we have the speakers, so actually one speaker, and the speaker on the Landvo, it's really not loud, and yeah, just the microphone is placed on a different spot. So on the real one here, on the Landvo here, but I'm not really sure, maybe there's a difference between the Edge and the real and the normal version, so I haven't checked it out yet. You can see the USB port looks a little bit different, but the headphone jack is exactly placed on the same spot, so that's pretty good for cases, because otherwise you couldn't connect your headphones. Okay, now here we can see the volume rockers, and they feel pretty good on the Landvo too. It's not wobbly or something. That's important for me, but it feels a little bit stiffer and better on the real one. Here at the top, IR blaster, which is not working for me, so I guess that's just some fake cap. Here the microphone, and on the Edge you have the SIM card tray here at the top, because, well, because of the display here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that's basically a quick, very quick comparison between the Edge here and the Landvo. And regarding the build quality, the Landvo feels also very good. So it doesn't feel bad, and the back cover here, it does not come off or something like that, so it's really not too bad. But honestly, the battery in there, it's too weak for me. I would have to recharge it 3 times a day, and that's just something I cannot take. But except of that, it's a really nice Samsung Galaxy S6 lookalike. And now let's just go and let's have a look at the battery lifetime. Okay guys, so we're now here on the smartphones. On the right side we have the Landvo S6, on the left side we have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge with the useless Edge. But you see the TouchWiz theme here, it's actually quite smooth. I had some MTK 657 too, yeah, the dual core version, and it was really a piece of crap, so it was lagging very hard. If you get one, get at least the quad core, otherwise, well, you get a really bad performance. No, well, I don't like TouchWiz at all, so that magazine there, I'm never using that, but you see it looks quite similar. But honestly, I hate TouchWiz so much. And let's go here to the settings and let's check this out. So we have here about the device, and here we can see it's Android 4.4.2, holy fuck, lollipop. So, well, yeah. Lollipop, that was just faked, and this is definitely KitKat so far. Not really sure why they do it, but Landvo told me they want to publish an Android 5 update, but you would have to flash it with SP Flash Tool, so maybe it's even released right now. But actually I haven't checked out yet, because Android 5 very buggy usually. Okay, then here we have wireless update. This is currently the build from the 16th of May. And well, yeah, my real one is running the normal TouchWiz latest version. Then let's go all the way up here to Wi-Fi, and you see it almost looks the same. So quick settings, here we have connections. Let's check out Wi-Fi on both. I'm connected here to my home network, for instance. We have here very strong signal, 144 Mbits. We have here excellent signal, 135 Mbits. But yeah, it shows excellent, but honestly, in my sleeping room, second floor, it loses the signal, and the real one has a kind of low signal. So it's a little bit better on the real one, but it's not too bad here on the fake one. So that's really something I have to say. Okay, then Bluetooth right over here. Airplane mode, which is called here flight mode, but well, this clone here is not coming with NFC or some other crap like Hotnot. And I think it's not a huge deal because, honestly, who is using NFC all day long? But, well, if you want to have NFC, then you have to have a look at some more expensive phones like the HIR US3 or something like that. Okay, we also have motion and gesture, so the usual stuff, air browse with the proximity sensor, air launch, air accept, and also motion activation, so shake to update, shake to mute, turn over to mute and pause, which I'm actually not using at all. Okay, then we also have here lock screen and security. Now the home button you have here is, as I've said before, a normal fingerprint, and I mean you can go here to fingerprint unlock, but just check this out. I can swipe here over the screen and it says detected. So it's just a joke feature, not working at all. And let's go back here, and I have to say the fingerprint scanner on the real one, it's just super awesome. I'm using it really every day. Okay, privacy and safety, so the usual stuff, accessibility, accounts. Then let's talk about the battery stats, so you can see the chart. And I mean, that tells you everything. So maximum screen brightness, then you can see we started here 1 hour ago and boom, it dropped almost to 30%. I mean, are you kidding me? So you would have to recharge that phone like 3 times a day. And you see, I had Wi-Fi on all the time. The screen was on almost whole of the time. But this results in an on-screen time of just about 3 to 4 hours, which is nothing. So you see, I was even charging it here. And yeah, it would already be actually dead if I wouldn't have charged it. So honestly, 3 hours on screen time is very bad. Okay, you can see the TouchWiz theme, TouchWiz Home, the launcher takes here a lot of power. The screen 30% because it's on maximum brightness. For sure you can tweak that, get a little bit more out of the device, but honestly, the battery lifetime on the real one is like 10 times better. You cannot compare that. Storage, let's talk about that. Now we have one 1.44 gigabyte partition, so no unified storage, and here we have one 4.6 gigabyte partition. Something I don't like, so I don't like 2 partitions. You can see here on the real one I have 64 gigabytes, which is absolutely awesome. Here you would have to mod DBRs to get one big partition. You can also choose SD card as default write disk if you have any. But you can put in a SD card if you want to, as I've told you before, but you would have to remove the back cover. And this can be really tricky. So I tried it on some other clone I had, and it wasn't really a lot of fun. Okay. So that are basically the settings. You see it looks very, very similar, so far so good, guys. Then let's go here to the menu, and you see also the apps, they look quite similar, so we can just check out here the phone application. It looks almost the same. We can try to call here some random number. Regarding the call quality, it's always hard to say if it's good or not, because it depends on what you hear. But roaming warning, you can see the SIM card is in roaming mode, and that is pretty common, but you can disable the warning in the settings if you want to. So we're now calling here some random number. There we go. And the speakers, the speaker, in my opinion, is crap. We'll later also do a speaker test, so, well, I don't like the quality of it, actually. And you see the sensors are working, so that's really good. And the phone also works perfectly nice in my country. The signal now is kind of low, but there is no SIM card in the edge, so it would have a little bit better signal, but I'm currently in the basement, so there is not a good signal at all. Alright, so that's the phone application, and we have here, for instance, messages, which also looks the same, so as you can see, and we can just try to compose a new message here. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong button. It's actually here at the bottom. And the only problem is when you write on that phone, it's a 2-point capacitive touchscreen, and that can be sometimes a pain in the ass to type, because, for instance, if you would type something like hashtag, then you just quickly switch to some others. And, well, sometimes it's, okay, now it works actually kind of good, but sometimes it just does not recognize that you press shift, and then it's missing some letters. And honestly, on a 2-point capacitive touchscreen to write, it's not something I really like. We can have a look here at the multi-touch tester. I think that was the wrong one. So there we go, multi-touch tester, and you see 2 points. So if I just put those 2 fingers here on the screen, then it works. But if I put another finger on the screen, it switches. And you can only have 2 points at the same time, so 2 touch points, which really sucks in my opinion. Not a lot of fun, especially in games like Fruit Ninja or something like that. Alright, so that were the basic functions. We have also here the browser, as always, was just checking out Geek Buying, and yeah, I'm currently connected to Wi-Fi on both, so browsing the web is really no problem at all. It's really fast on both. But the battery lifetime, as I've said, with Wi-Fi on is even worse than without Wi-Fi, because it also drains a lot of power. So that are the basic things. Then here we have the camera application on both phones. So I would say now let's go outside and let's do a quick camera test. And as always, sample pictures will be down below in the description, so you can check them out on chinadevices.com. Here's just a quick camera test on the Landvo S6, and honestly, really, trust me, on a $100 phone, I haven't seen a much better camera than this. And you see here the plants, and they're quite sharp, so not blurry or washed out. And you can also check out the pictures on chinadevices.com, so I'll upload some new samples from this version, and it really doesn't look too bad. But just keep in mind, the phone is $100. Okay,
it's 4:15.
yeah, I need to disable that, but well, let's switch here to the front-facing camera. Front-facing camera looks okay, but it's way more zoomed in than, for instance, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge camera. So you would have to hold it more far away from you to get yourself really perfectly on the picture. Then here we have different modes, like face beauty mode, which I don't use very often, so I actually don't care about this. And here we have panorama mode, shot and more, and auto mode, so the usual stuff. Alright guys, so let's no, that's the gallery, sorry. Let's close the mode. And yeah, we have here the LED flash, but it's really kind of weak. I will later show you a picture. I will just upload it to China Devices from my garage. Completely dark and you don't see anything. Well, we have video mode right over here. Videos look also quite decent. Here we have the shutter. Let's capture some photos. You see it's not too slow or lagging, just a little bit. And here we have the settings, so the usual stuff, effects, location info. Here the picture size, it's now set to 60 megapixels, which is probably interpolated. You also cannot go down, so 16 is 16 and that's it. If we switch here to 4:3 mode, I guess we have 16:2, yeah, nothing else. Maximum ISO, what's that, 1600. And here we have video mode with electronic image stabilization, microphone, so you can disable that. And we now set the video quality to fine for the test recording. Okay, so that's basically here the camera application and the camera of the Landvo S6. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad for a $100 phone. Okay, then now I would say I will now record some sample videos and just show you them. Now guys, here's a quick back camera video test on the Landvo S6. And wow, at the first look it doesn't look too bad actually, but it can't keep up with the real Galaxy S6, so probably you already see that, and if not, then you can check out my comparison with the real one in the review of the black Landvo S6. Okay, now let's check out here some close-ups. And the colors, well, it's looking good, so close-ups look actually really beautiful. Just check out here the colors. So far I can say it looks actually good. Then objects in the background.
It's 25 to 3.
Damn, I don't need the fucking time right now. Even objects here in the background, they look kind of sharp, as you can see. Automatic lighting adjustment works, AVB. So in preview on the smartphone it looks quite sharp, but as always that's just preview, so just check for yourself now on the computer how it looks. But honestly, for a $100 phone directly here on the smartphone, it looks kinda good. But I will check it out on the computer and tell you then my opinion on the video quality. But so far, really not bad. Now here's just a quick front-facing camera test on the Landvo S6. And well, it's not so wide angle like the Galaxy S6, so it's way harder to get yourself fully on the picture, and I have to hold it around 1 meter away from my body. But the resolution here in preview, it looks kinda nice, at least in preview, but just check for yourself now on the computer how the front-facing camera quality looks for you. But honestly I have to say, on the real Samsung Galaxy S6, that's the best front-facing camera I've ever seen so far. And here it probably won't be that good. Also the video recording format is in 3GP, and also the back camera is in 3GP. Not really something I like, but it's okay because it's common, but MP4 recordings are definitely nicer to edit and everything. So well, that's the front-facing camera of the Landvo S6. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now here back on the smartphone, and let's have a quick look at all the rest. Now it comes with a music player, we'll do the speaker test a little bit later. It comes with the Play Store, so the latest version. You don't have to worry about the Google apps or something like that, you just have to update the Google Play services. And this is usually very easy. You log in, then you will get cannot use Play Store, you have to update, you just press OK, and then there you go. I just downloaded this GPS navigation software, and well, working kinda nice, all the apps are supported, and really nothing to worry about that. Okay, let's go back here. That was the Play Store, Google Apps. Then here we have eHealth, and well, that's the heart rate monitor. We can just quickly compare this, for instance, with the real one, and there we go. Let me quickly open that crap up. It's here under S-Health, and honestly, I'm not using that on the real one too. I think it's a stupid feature. So here we have heart rate, and this is not for clinical or medical, so this is actually nothing. But let's go and let's measure. So if I put my finger here on the real one, it starts measuring. Here I have to press OK, put my finger on there, and it also starts measuring. So that's pretty good. It comes with a light sensor, something like that. So it detects if you have the finger on there, and then starts measuring. 89 beats per minute. Well, cool. Okay, so on the fake one, it couldn't detect it or something like that because I just got an error message. Yeah, okay, I'm okay with that crap. Measuring. Put the hand on the sensor. It is. So well, 92, well, quite accurate, right? But honestly, I've tried it various times, and sometimes it's very close together, sometimes it's less. I think both of them are totally crap features and more like some random number generator. But all in all, you can see you also have that feature here on the fake one, and at least it's putting out some value so you can show it to other people. But well, honestly, I prefer measuring my pulse with my hands. Okay, but there we go. So we have here some other apps pre-installed which I don't really like Mopo Player, whatever, and TripAdvisor. In some older clones, TripAdvisor was infected. So far on this one, it doesn't look infected, looks clean. But I would definitely just install some antivirus software and check the whole phone. Flipboard, so some bloatware, which you also have on the real one. I will just deep-load all that and just get a clean ROM on it. Alright, but that's basically it. Here also in Font Manager, because they wanted to make it really look like on the real deal. But so far it's actually looking not too bad. Okay guys, so what I want to do now is I want to do a quick speaker test, LED flash test, then some GPS test, and after all this you will hear my final conclusion about the Landvo S6. Okay guys, now here's a quick speaker comparison. Here we have the Landvo, it's currently on maximum volume, so as you can see, then let's play back this movie here on YouTube. And you hear the volume is really low. Now same video, maximum volume on the real one, and there we go. I mean, can you hear the difference? It really blows the Landvo away. I mean, if you compare the speaker, it's just like a joke. So on the real one it's way better, but well, this device also only costs around $100. Now guys, here's a quick GPS signal comparison in the GPS test application on both devices. On the Landvo we have 12 satellites in view and 6 in use, and on the Samsung we have 18 in view, 18 in use. So well, the Samsung supports a little bit more satellites, more protocols, and we can see that the accuracy here on the Landvo maybe looks better, but you will see that the overall signal on the Samsung is better, even though it shows a higher accuracy. And also it's better because if you just drive around, you always constantly lose and gain satellites. And if you have support for more satellites just here like on the Samsung, then basically it doesn't matter if you lose like 5 satellites. But if you lose like 5 on the Landvo, you lose half of the satellites and you can definitely lose GPS. So well, it's not looking too bad because it was raining before, it's still very cloudy for that, and for a $100 phone it actually looks kinda okay. But you can check out my GPS navigation test in the other review of the blue Landvo. I don't want to record this again because we'll probably get the same signal, but I just want to do now a comparison because I forgot this in the other review. So you can see GPS is actually not looking too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now here at the end of this review, and here comes my conclusion about the Landvo S6. Now, all in all, it feels a little bit better than the average Galaxy S6 clone, but well, I'm pretty sure it isn't. So that's just maybe the ROM a little bit more optimized, so it's not that laggy as some other clones, so it looks a little bit better, but I'm pretty sure if you have many apps installed on a smartphone, first of all, you will run out of space because of the partition limit, and then it will start to lag, and I just noticed that the lock screen is kind of laggy, so, and the speaker quality is terrible, so the speaker of the smartphone is really a joke. But all in all, $100, and it really looks like the real deal. And the only bad thing so far on those clones is that that back cover glass is just glued with double-sided tape to the frame. We can just check this out here on this phone. So also another Galaxy S6 clone I have here, it's already broken. And well, you can see this is how it looks from the inside. We have here a SD card slot, so you could put in SD cards. I'm pretty sure that the Landvo looks the same here from the inside, and this battery was inside of the phone, and the Landvo says 2550 milliamp hours, but honestly, just check this out, this battery is not even 2000, and I'm not sure what's in there, but regarding the weight of the phone, I guess it's the same or just a little bit thicker. But the battery lifetime, it's also kind of bad, so you notice that it drops so fast, you can just watch how the battery just drains. And this is something I don't really like, because I need a good battery lifetime. Except of that, the build quality is really quite decent. The home button, it's just a little bit loose, but not that wobbly like on some other clones I've had. The power button seems to be okay. Then here we have the volume rockers, and they are pretty solid, and also the overall build quality is good, except of that back glass, which could probably come off. So GIS China posted some pictures where they managed to remove it without any heat, I think. But well, so far it's looking still kinda good. The camera on the device is pretty good for a $100 device. Actually, I was impressed, because usually what you get on clones like Galaxy S5 clones, it's terrible. But here pictures, they look quite decent, and the size, so the picture size is 8 megapixels. So it's interpolated to 16, and actually the rear camera just shoots with 8 megapixels. Now you could insert an SD card probably if you remove the back glass, but please don't do it, guys. You have to heat it up, be very careful. You will just destroy the back glass, so I'm not a real friend of doing that. Now, all in all, it can't keep up with high-end devices like the S6 Edge, for instance. It's just high-end and very expensive, and actually now, after using it for some time, it's also overpriced. But well, don't expect that such a $100 phone is performing like a Galaxy S6 Edge or Galaxy S6. So please never expect that, otherwise you will be so disappointed. But well, for a phone for kids as a present, no, not okay, Google. So see, that's quite annoying too. But for kids, for instance, it's actually okay, but I wouldn't use it as a main phone. A lot of people keep asking me, would you use that all day long? Oh, no, as a backup phone when I go drinking or something like that. Well, yes, I don't care if it breaks down. $100, just $100. But well, also $100 wasted is not that good. Now, yeah, you can get a lot of different phones for 100 to 150. We have here the Ukitel U8, which you can also find on Geek Buying, for instance. Very decent build quality, but slow clock chipset. Then you can find some devices with some huge battery, like the Blueboo X550 4G LTE phone for just a little bit more. So honestly, you can choose so many phones. So why would you want to choose a Galaxy S6 clone if you have so many China phones? So yeah, you just have to do some research, watch a lot of reviews. This is actually the most important thing. Now, all in all, build quality 5 points, performance 4 out of 10 points, camera 7 out of 10, maybe 8 because it's a clone, and for that it's kind of good. It doesn't come with 4G, it comes with 3G, which is working. The signal, well, Wi-Fi and the normal reception was quite good. Speaker is terrible. And all in all, also the TouchWiz theme is just terrible. This starts to lag after some time, so I would definitely switch the launcher, deload the ROM a little bit, and then it's quite decent. But the biggest bummer is the battery lifetime. That's nothing for me. I don't want to run around with a power bank, and honestly, I've charged this today 2 times. And let's have a look at my S6 Edge, and it was the whole time on Wi-Fi, and it's still 61, and at the beginning of the review you saw it was 90 or 98, so it just dropped 30%, and yeah, this dropped like 300%. Now, all in all, well, if you want to go for it, you'll probably do it, and you buy this once, but I don't think you buy this twice. Okay guys, now thanks for watching this review, and I actually did this video here because I'm currently receiving some kind of different clone. 2 SIM cards once again, but octa-core, and it should be the perfect S6 clone. It comes non-branded, and I'm really curious. So Fastcut Tech is sending me that one out, and I'm really excited actually how it will perform against the normal clones we can see right now. Also, there should be new chipset in there, so I'm very curious. But stay tuned for the new clone review, and I'm not sure how good they are, but I guess also not really better than this one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so thanks for watching this review. Have a nice day. I really hope I see you again in my next videos, and see you soon. Bye bye.